Hey guys, I want to make a video of after Irwindale, the aftermath of the crash where Castro ran into me in practice. Hey guys, quick reminder, right now is our annual Black Friday sale. It goes till December 2nd. Jump on the website, radindustries.com, check out the sale tab, and you'll see everything that we have for sale. All our billet parts, our kits, our merch. Sweatshirts are up to 30% off right now, as well as our other merch is also on sale. Right now, we also have Link on sale till the end of the month, so anything Link ECU that you guys might need, accessories, ECUs, some harness stuff, check it out. As we get closer to Black Friday, we're gonna have a couple other brands that are also on sale. Jump on the website, see what you can get for your race car or your build. Don't forget that every dollar spent, you're also gonna have rewards for next time you come back to buy parts. Check it out, enjoy the rest of this video. Team thrashed to get the car back out there, but we didn't quite have enough time to get the car kind of within spec. So I did drive my 2 laps and I was able to go to my top 32 battle, but the alignment specs weren't perfect. We tried, but we kind of ran out of time and just got back out there safely, I guess is how you'd say, where if we had skimped in some areas and not checked everything that was bent, possibly we could have done the alignment. I don't know. Like, it is what it is. Felt like the top 32 battle was like a waste of 2 laps. Positive on that is that the team showed that we could get the car back together and back out there, and it looked like not possible because all 4 corners had some damage, but 3 out of 4 were just like trashed. Okay, so let me kind of go over the car with you guys. And this is after, you know, we've made it look as presentable as possible with new panels and whatnot. Let's talk about if we keep running this car or we build a new chassis, or what, you know, what the game plan would be. Okay, so here's the front of the car. It doesn't look too horrible when you just, you know, glance at it. This fender was kind of annihilated, and then this taped here, so that was like dangling. Broke this headlight, not the actual like lens of it, got close but didn't break the lens, but broke all the tabs, bent all the other tabs that are part of the chassis that hold it, messed up this fender. It annihilated a rim, which has been given to a fan already. You guys could check out the stories we'll put into this video, so check out how horrible that front wheel was. Broke this skirt off of the car also, and the only way to quickly get back out there was tape it on. Broke this fender, like not horrible, but it had cracked it, like kind of was ripped, you know, somewhere because it had smashed the wall. Broke that wheel. The wheel didn't lose pressure. It like still held air pressure, because Rays are pretty good about that, where they could like be misshapen or cracked lip or whatnot. Still held pressure, but it was annihilated. This broke back here. Taillight cracked all the tabs. Didn't break the housing. Bumper kind of made it through it, but this is all broke. This was ripped in half because he had rode up here and like launched off here, landed with the front wheel there. So at one point he had a front wheel on my front wheel, a rear wheel on my rear wheel, and he's kind of angled like this, but it was like all the weight of 2 cars on my car's tires, and it's like we would have been going way too fast for that, because I was just doing my normal lead where I was pretty much gonna be in the zone, and not a bad lead line, like a 90 or something out of 100 or whatever, like not a bad one. In my head I was like, this is a good lap, and then boom, I get nailed. So my car hits the wall fully on that side, and then I have his car like mounted up on this side. We will get this panel off for you at some point, but like underneath here, all this metal, because there's like a structure that kind of is in a way supporting like the different layers of where the strut tower is, which it pushed all that in. So that's a little bit pushed in from normal, and it pushed this in and down, and then this was wrinkled, and we did our best to hammer it back out to just force this fender on, and you see shit's not lining up because it doesn't line up. And like this side, kind of like right where it should be to push this down and get it on. This side looks like it would be on this piece, because this piece is kind of in the right place, but then look over here. and that is supposed to be like tucking inside of the like groove there, and this car's hit walls a lot, so it's like already not the best fitment, and maybe the hatch is pushed this way a little bit. And if that is the case, both of these bend, but these bend easy. They're just like a rod that I can bend. It might even be pushed that way more, because look at this. And then we got a wrinkle here, that's bad. And then we got a wrinkle down in here, it's also bad. Car's definitely going to the frame shop. We need to come this way, like push this out, probably up, which in turn is gonna wanna wrinkle this again, unless the guy is a genius with metal. And I think that strut needs to come this way a little bit. This is the real problem area. And then you have to imagine if the body moved that much, what happened to the subframe? So the subframe is bound to be tweaked or cracked in some areas of welding and things like that. And then we come over here. This, I loosened these bolts and the strut tower moved like, let's call it an 1/8 inch. So not a lot, but it's bent in the front as well. Like it's not in its resting spot that it should be. Like this line looks like it's almost like this is right. I don't know how it moved, but like that never touched before right there. Could be something else, but that's the other side of the car. It barely got hit there. Kind of just went, you know, landed down on the fender. I don't know how coming down on the fender here would then push that in, but maybe it did, so maybe it's all in the fender, but like it never did that before. And yes, these are fiberglass fenders and they can be manipulated and whatnot, but like this gap is bigger than it was all year. You weren't doing that all year, so I don't know. It's like if everything moved a little bit. So the question is, do we build another chassis? It's a whole crap load of work. I got the chassis up there. I've had it for many years. It's the black one for the what if. So that's just a roller. It's a hard top. It would be a better car in the sense that you could make it a little bit lighter than a Target top, because they're about 70 pounds lighter, 80 or 68 to 80, somewhere in there. So like, let's call it 70 pounds lighter just to begin with, and then you rebuild everything. You could make the car that much better. But what if your second round out or your first time out, which would be Long Beach next year, someone decides to just run into you, or you decide to be an idiot and give it a little too much gas? I don't know. So I have to think about all these things and the amount of money that it would cost to get that up to par how I want it to look, and I need to outdo myself on how this car was versus that one. And this car has gotten redone so many times, so it's like it's got all the nice stuff. So, and then it's like, do you retire this car and put all the stuff into that one? And just like, I don't want to do that. I don't know. I kind of think if it was me, if I could bend this one back, why not let this one that's been, you know, the punching bag for a decade continue to be punching bag? But I don't know the answer, so we got to go to the frame shop and find out. We didn't show you this. Look at all that area. Everything is just, all sides of it got, there is like positives. Like it's not like the frame rails just tweaked one way, or like something pushed in and it's like needs to be stretched out, which when stuff happens like that, you're kind of done with the chassis. It didn't do like those type of things. It just was like tweaked it everywhere, and like I got rocked inside the car. And it hurt even that day. It hurt later. Like my shoulder hurt, my knee hurt, my hand hurt. And then the next day they hurt worse. Then my neck started hurting. It was still like a decent car accident where it rocked me, but like I'm not that type of person where I fixate on like, oh, I'm injured. But yeah, it sucked. So what should we do basically is what we're saying. Where do we go from here? And we only have so much time before next season starts, and I'd like to continue on and go back next year. So let's go to the frame shop, see what they say. Hopefully bring this guy back to life, but it's a big what if.